Hi, everyone, and welcome to Season 2 of Maple's Host the Pro series, where we sit with super talents to talk about marketing, business, and so much more. Our guest today is Ramon Ray, a force in motivational speaking, personal branding, and small businesses growth. With a proven record of starting and selling businesses, Ramon is the mind behind the Celebrity CEO Blueprint. Get ready for insights on dating your leads, marrying your customers, and unlocking secrets to becoming a celebrity CEO. Join us for a short but powerful conversation with the man making waves in the business. Ramon Ray, welcome. I'm so happy to have you today.
Thank you so much. When I heard your intro of me, I'm like, I was looking around. Is she talking about me? I'm like, who's that? So thank you for having me. And I forgot how to pronounce your name before we started. Is it Nitzan? Am I close? Okay, good. Thanks for having me here. Good to be here and good to serve the Mayple community and those who will listen to this. So thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here and share what I can. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, I mentioned this in the intro, but can we have like a quick chat about get better customers, be the celebrity CEO?
Absolutely. With the highlights, it's so interesting. You're like, I can't let this go without. What is this about? Here's the bottom line. Yeah, Celebrity CEO is birthed from my book, Celebrity CEO, the name of the book. And the book was birthed because what I do. That son, people would come to me over and over and over again. Oh my God, how did you interview the president? Oh my God, how did you do this? How did you get to the White House? How did you testify to Congress? How did you interview all 5 sharks on Shark Tank? How did you all this stuff? You're like a celebrity. I'm like, in my home, I'm not a celebrity. My wife will tell you, no, he's not a celebrity. The trash is still full. But to some people, I am a celebrity and I get it. And that's because the concept is a few quick things. One, people want trust, Nitzan. But I would say before trust, you have to, people want sales. But before sales, build trust. Before you get trust, you have to get attention. Hey, I'm here. So attention to trust to sales. That's one. Number two, I always tell people, build a community of fans and followers and nurture them to a sale. So the summary of it is Celebrity CEO is encouraging small business owners, large business owners. Stop trying to first get the sale. Nitzan, can I have $1? Who are you? I don't know. But if I get if I get your attention, if I warm you up a bit, if I serve you, if we become friends, in this short time, you're more likely to say, sure. So isn't that what we're in every day? Maple's doing it. You want customers. I want customers if I'm making red coffee cups. So I think I can go on and on and on, but you said keep it short. So I think I'll stop right there.
No, please go on. I mean, I want to hear more. I think it's great. I've been talking about community.
Yeah.
Community. I come from the community world. I mean, my personal path was social media to community,
Mm-hmm.
to doing this right now. But yeah, I think community is very strong. But I do want to focus about part of being celebrity CEO, because I think it's not just about the founder of a major corporate business. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's even for the smallest e-commerce
Oh, for sure.
entrepreneur. How do you do that? I mean,
Yes.
what do you do? I mean, you wake up in the morning and you have an idea, and you start say, okay, I have a great idea. Let's start selling, and I need
Yeah.
to make money ASAP.
Sure.
How do you do that? How do you get to that
Yeah.
point where you say, I'm a celebrity CEO?
I love it. And the more so is it's not for the bigger brands because the proverbial, we can mention names, CEO of Uber, Facebook, now Chat GPT, all the names we know in the news. This is, these are brands, household names, right? They don't need that per se, because if Facebook or Instagram changes the color of their logo, New York Times, Wall Street don't write about it. Instagram changed its I font. So for the small business owner that's there, for the small business owner that wakes up and has the idea, my version of it to be the celebrity CEO of your industry, or the celebrity CEO of your niche, Europe or US, as follows. And Seth Godin said this well: famous to your cousin. All small businesses have the opportunity to be well known, to be famous, to have celebrity status within a certain narrow segment. Few of us are going to be a prime minister or president of some country, or be the famous people we know, the top 100 names we all, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, take your pick. Few of us will be that. But Melanie, who owns a cupcake bakery that's vegan and that has a little smiley dot on it, she can be well known in Austin, Texas, and make 800,000 a year easily. Bob, who lives in Boston, he can run a great $10 million accounting firm, by being so well known in a particular niche. So that's how they can do it. Overwhelming amount of content, overwhelming amount of education, always being out there saying the same thing over and 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 over. See, and this interview gets annoying. But online, Nitzan is busy, right? You're scrolling. You're scrolling. Huh? What did you say? You're distracted. So hence I have to have the drum beat. And when you need a red cup, as it were, my coffee cup, you're going to think, who's that guy? This shaved head guy, little animated, red cup, who's, and you're going to buy from me. More likely than others, not always. But is that helpful? It's that repetition of who I am, repetition of what I do. And I'll say one more thing. Me as a speaker, that's another thing I do. I host big events, and I can't wait to go across the river to some other place and host events there too, by the way. But I say over and over again, I'm Ramon Ray, the best host, best MC speaker you'll ever have. I say it over and over and over. Over and over and over. That's my calling. So I hope that's a little helpful for those listening to understand that, the importance of that.
I'm sure it is, but I mean, I think, okay, so we live in 2023. Influencers world is like, is that the same thing? Do you have like an input to say, don't be an influencer, don't have those links everywhere in your stories on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. Is there something that differentiate between being a celebrity CEO than being an influencer? I think it's a very young word. I mean, it's good for younger audiences, which is great. But I think something more mature should come. And I'm asking actually if that is the next phase. After you're an influencer, you grow up and you become a celebrity CEO because you've gained your community and you can go up? Or is it there's something that actually puts the difference?
I think there can be, and there is a difference, but I think what you're speaking about, and I love how your interview, because you're probably asking what everybody else is asking, I think it slightly is semantics, slightly is wording, which I agree. People think of influencer, hey, what's up? My name is Jimmy. Look at my 6-pack ads. You need to buy from me. Come on, buy from me and my, scam seeming type of system. We think of influencer. Hey, my name is Jenny. Oh my God, I did my nails. My boyfriend broke up with me. Can you imagine it? Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, look at it. Oh my God, Melanie chimed in. Oh my God, bye. That's what we think of influence. I get it. But in a way, Nitzan, think of Mayple. Isn't Mayple an influencer for those who want the best marketers? So putting it in that respect, I do get what you mean. And I hear that a lot. Even people have pushed back about being the celebrities. Oh, I don't want to be the celebrity. I don't want to be Oprah. I just have a little accounting agency in Texas. I just have but we all can choose what level of celebrity. So that's the word I use, Nitzan. But celebrity and influencer, we all have influence. That's the thing. Some, though, have so little influence, their business is not making money. So if you want to grow your business and you're wondering, why didn't the Chamber of Commerce hire me? Why did they get Nitzan to come and speak? Because she's an influencer. She's a celebrity CEO. They're looking out of the 10 people they can ask. We see Nitzan every day. She wakes up and says, good morning. My name is Nitzan. We make beautiful wool sweaters. Blah, blah, blah. She said that for the last 3 years. That's all she said. If you get my silly example, those who can't see it, Nitzan has a beautiful wool or whatever, sweater on. So but that's the way it is. The local chamber, whoever it is, we need somebody who does that. And if the person who does that says it over and over, puts it into our brains, they will win. Gary Vaynerchuk says it well. We're in a fight for attention. This is it.
So you can't be silent and succeed. I mean, it doesn't work these days. I mean, you can't say, well, I'll have my work make the noise. There's a saying in the fitness world. Do you think the platform you choose to make the noise in will affect where your audience will come from? Or do you believe you should put everything everywhere all at once, like the movie? Amazing movie. But really, do you think you should put everything everywhere all at once? Just spread the words wherever, social media, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever it is, and just see who comes?
Talking to Marvin, talking to Judah, talking to whoever it may be, and their mid-sized company, whatever example we're going to use, their small business, you don't have to. Ramon does that because Ramon's got issues. But for normal people, find the platforms. There's a matrix that you're comfortable with. Confession, I'm not on TikTok. I found TikTok and Snapchat just a bit confusing for me. I'm a smart guy, but just all the buttons and the reels and the zoom and boomerangs, I was like, woo, it's just too much. So I'm not on them today. So find out where you're comfortable, what you like. Cross that then with where your community is at. And then try, and then experiment, and then learn how to use that. Start with 2 for those who are starting out and go from there. But for sure, I'm a believer in Nitzan. It's a choice. You can pay and do Facebook ads or some ads, pay and do Google ads. You can do an airplane buzzing around with a banner on it. You can do word of mouth marketing. You can pass out flyers on the street for 20 hours a day. It's a choice. You can do podcasting. Do this. Get a team to get you on. So meaning there's a many different ways to do it, Nitzan. But I'm a firm believer that free content, me educating Nitzan, she's my customer who I'm the silly example of buying red cups. I want her to buy red cups. If I educate Nitzan, hey, this is a red cup. And by the way, it stays warm a long time. By the way, when you sip it, the coffee tastes even better. If I do that all day long, when you're ready to buy, you'll buy it. That's helpful. So the model of content marketing and getting good marketers to help with that, that is powerful. Powerful.
I think if we're talking about influencers and social media and everything that we've mentioned before, I think the thing that businesses are struggling with, and you know what, it's not even businesses, it's entrepreneurs and like freelancers that are working on their own and trying to create their personal brand. How do I get stuff done? They're confused because they don't always know what to write where, how to create the right content, how to get the leads. I mean, how do you get the leads and how do you make the sale?
Here's what I would do for the regular, and there's no average business, but since we don't have a business in front of us, we'll take it from here. Here's what I would do. Content. That's free. Education. From there, driving to some lead capture action. DM is good, but oftentimes we're flooded. Join my free webinar to talk about how red coffee cups can help you, or join my free webinar to talk about how the best way to drink delicious coffee. They join our free webinar. This is exactly what I would do. Somehow they register, join our free webinar, something. From that, now I can do marketing automation. I can nurture them, educate them. Number 4, I can say, would you like to schedule a time to audit your slurping of coffee? Let's do a coffee slurping audit. We can call it CSA. CSA, join our CSA. In fact, it's $99 to audit your coffee slurping. All those who are coffee slurping, now I'm getting way distracted here, coffee slurping experts, or who want to slurp coffee better, will sign up. That's number 4. So now I've got a little bit of money for the coffee slurping audit. Now from there, I can sell and nurture. So silly example, but going back to content and influencers, for just those who want to make money on social media, that's their game. Massive reach, millions of followers to get 1,000, 2,000 a month and sell some products and affiliate. In fairness, Nitzan, you're right. But for the core business owner, the one who has a product and a different type of business, free content to educate, speaking to a specific customer, not to all. From that, drawing them in. If you want more, if you want to go deeper, give us your email, give us your text so we can nurture you authentically. From that, sign up sales or schedule a call, something like that. Those that are interested, they're going to say, yeah, okay, let's schedule a call. Let's see what's going on, whether you pay for it or not. And then from there, nurture, because that's why I'd rather have a fan base, a community, take your pick of the word, of people who may not have paid yet, who I always have the potential, if I do my job right, who will pay. If that makes sense. Is that helpful or not?
I'm wondering, so you've been posting daily, hourly, whatever constant posting you want. And you do this for LinkedIn and this for TikTok and this for Instagram, and you're changing your content. And I don't know, you suddenly get a DM somewhere and someone's saying, I'm interested. I want to know more. I want to learn more. I mean, I feel like that's a lead, but how do you get those leads to convert them into kind of something that you can call then customers? Yeah, I get it. I do think that some people, business owners or whatever we call them at the moment, the CEOs, I think they have to struggle. Once the community is built, then you create some kind of the trust that you mentioned, but you also create a relationship, and you create that human touch that kind of makes you feel not only that they are your fans, but sometimes that they are kind of your friends. And then you feel maybe it's not appropriate to sell to them. Or I think many people will struggle with the switch from taking them, fan basing them, to selling to them. How do you make the switch?
I love it. Part of it is mindset. There's something we all have to be able to make that switch. But let's play that role, play that right now. If I may, Nitzan has been in my community. She's been watching. Oh my God, I gotta slurp coffee. I have to slurp coffee better. I'm not doing it right. She's been watching my videos in it. Right now, we're on a call. Hey, Nitzan and everybody else, welcome to the coffee slurping. We've done it. Nitzan, by the way, and you don't have to answer me. I think you'll see where I'm going. Why did you join today?
I know I feel my slurp is not perfectly. I mean,
Great.
I'm missing the end sound.
And because you don't have it, is that costing you money?
No.
What can you say yes though? Because it is. That's example.
Meaning, yes, it's costing me money.
Because you're not doing it right. Meaning you have a pain. That's what I'm getting at. You have a pain, right? You have a problem. You have something. That's why you're here. Because you want to slurp coffee better. Okay, good. So it's costing you in a discovery call $10,000 a month, $100,000, a millions, whatever it is. I'm the CEO. I'm the salesperson. So great, Nitzan. For our coffee slurping package, $3,000 a month. We'll help you slurp coffee better. Not only you, we'll train your team and how they can slurp coffee better. So this is a silly example, but you get, so that is where I get it, friend, but I think it's because the word influencer has that connotation. But hopefully today, Ramon and Nitzan were educating people that influencer really just means Ramon had influence to get Nitzan on a call with me because she has a pain point. That's the word we should understand. What's the pain? My children are bored during the summer. They don't have anywhere to go. There's entertainment. Take them to, in the U.S., Great Adventure. Me and my husband, me and my wife, we don't have a good relationship. So I'm on the call with a psychotherapist now. Same principle. I got there because of the content. Or I need a red coffee cup. So I can take this anywhere we go, but it's that education, and finding the trigger point. What is my customer's pain? What brought them here today? Something they're seeing, something. In my own business, Nitzan, as you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of small businesses follow me. They come to my events. They buy my books. I fly around the world and speak. I can go on. In a way, while we're here today, you saw something in Ramon. This was not a sale, but same principle. I have a sale and a win. Right? You could have picked anybody else to be here today and educate the Mayple customers and others, but you said, no, something about Ramon. Let's bring him in. Now, you may regret it afterwards. You may delete this, so we may not ever see this interview, but it's okay.
I mean, yeah, I understand that. You are mentioning education. I mean, educate. I think that as a part of being in social media for quite a bit, I've always put kind of an emphasis on content that is educational, and not only we sell who we are, but actually giving value. So how would you put it in percentage? I mean, how much should I put, if I own the business for the coffee slurping business, how much should I educate? Not specifically on slurping, but maybe on coffee, on caffeine. I mean, all around. How do you measure that?
I would go 90. But just about everything. Meaning, I'll give you an example. Who you should interview. One of my friends, his name is Marcus Sheridan. He has a book called They Ask. It's not my book. See, I can promote my stuff. I promote other people's stuff. And my friend Seth Godin's book, the orange one's right there. I love Seth Godin. He's one of my mentors. He's a friend of mine. So They Ask, You Answer. Marcus Sheridan. Use my affiliate link, everybody. They Ask, You Answer. Marcus Sheridan. Silly little, boring, stupid business. I say it jokingly. Cleaning pools. You can't get more boring. Cleaning pools. What an idiot. Who buys that? Millions. And do you know how he does it? Education. I think the article I read, this was some years ago in the New York Times, he answered about 300 questions. What kind of pool cover? How do I have a pool cover? Do I need a pool cover? Should I use chlorine or not? Can I use brick? Can I use concrete? Can I use plexiglass? What if my kids? Every question, because if I'm buying a pool, which I don't have, never had, do I need the little machine that bzzz, what does that do? What happens if it breaks? All that, yeah. Can I get sucked into the little machine? No. All kind of question. What happens if it snows? What can a shark come into my pool? So he answered every question. And to your point, Nitzan, it wasn't about installing pools or whatever he was doing, that he answered that, but everything 1 or 2 or 3 levels around it, if that's helpful. So I can think of any example. You're a landscaping business. Yeah, you make good shrubbery, clip and all these things. But centered around that is sod, moss, maybe leakage in the basement. I'm not a landscaper, but a number of things that kind of go around that. And depending on the content, depending on the location you're in, it could be location or geographic specific. So yes, that education, and the education could be funny. It could be serious. That's why I like to use many examples. As a married person for 30 years, marriage is a tough thing. So meaning everything's not ha ha ha. Meaning I can get serious and say, hey, educating, hey, 3 things you should do tonight when you want to go home and talk to your kids. I know you're hurting. Here's 3 things. That's education. Or it can be ha ha. Hey, listen, tax time is coming up. Here's what you. But whatever you're doing, the key is, Nitzan, talking to the right person who needs your solution. That's where many businesses fail sometimes. They try to talk to everybody, don't talk to the right person. Best example, and I won't say the exact words here, but was looking at a gym that was targeting females in their gym. Every female's different. Everyone's different. But largely, people may agree, females and males, our brains, how we wired, we think different. Guys, get buff, get jacked up, come to the gym. I'm not saying ladies are not like that. It's generally a testosterone targeted way. There's a few other ways that ladies would speak about, and the gym knew the trigger words. Oh, they had a perfect ad about this, about that for ladies. So my point is, same education, but they spoke different to 2 different customers.
I love the example. So true. Very, very accurate. Okay, so for the last question for this interview, what do you think is going to happen in 2024 with relation to celebrity CEOs? Because it is happening for influencers or, entrepreneurs or whoever business owner we're talking to or marketing expert. What's going to happen? What are we going to see?
What we're going to see is people are desirous for trust. People are desirous to know, who can I believe? Who can I see myself in? And I fully believe and find with large corporations, Starbucks, Toyota, take your pick of the billion-dollar brands. We all buy and use their stuff. No problem. That's always going to be around. We need that. But also, it's going to be the year of the micro influencer. It's going to be Becky and Jonathan and Stephen and Henry and all the other people who have their communities, their niche tribes, as Seth Godin used to call it. They're niche communities that people identify with and trust. When Nitzan speaks about heart health, man, I get her journey. I hear her story of her heart. When Nitzan speaks about whatever, driving cars, when Ramon speaks about whatever thing I do to my community, and taking that from millions of people, when we speak about what's passionate for us and we get someone's attention and we keep that message going over and over and over, we earn trust. We earn trust and we make sales out. May I show, it's time to show one more book real quick. May I? Okay. There's another book called The Like Switch. It's about United States counterintelligence by FBI. And it shows how the FBI does counterintelligence. Starts slow. And this is public knowledge, nothing secret. We do it in the dating game, right? But it shows how the like switch is about how to get people to like you. Because, the FBI, the book is, how do I get that country to be a spy, as it were, for us? Simple. And it starts slow. I go to he breaks down in one of the chapters, I go to the coffee shop. I just go there. I don't talk to you, Nitzan. I just go there for weeks. Next up, I go there, maybe open the door for you. Now you don't know you're being targeted. I go to the door, open the door for you, and you get where I'm going. Next up, my hand maybe bumps yours as we're getting coffee. I don't even look at you. And over time, I'm in your house, laughing, having coffee with your family.
In a red cup.
In a red cup. And so, exactly, in a red cup, because I knew you liked red cups. But you see, this we can get serious in state to state, which we all were adults, state to state intelligence and all that. Or it's appropriate, though, in our real life. I need to get Nitzan to let me come to her house and clean her house or be her driver, whatever it may be, right? How do I do that? Not just with you, but at scale. Great. Her pain point is her children. So my ads, my copy, hey, listen, my name is Ramon Ray. Listen, I'm your local taxi driver. I have kids too. My kids are 3, 4, and 6. I have kids. Man, I want them to be safe when I drive them around. We have a company called Ramon Ray's Taxi Company. I'd love you to call me. Call the number below, Ramon Ray Taxi. I hope that's not a real number. Maybe it is. RamonRayTaxi.com, and let me drive you around. You get what I'm trying to say. This is where, what you asked about 2024, this is where it's going to be. Individuals building personal brands, being the celebrity CEO of their niches, and building trust with people.
Ramon Ray, thank you so much for an insightful talk. I had a real pleasure. Anything you want to say before we go?
I encourage the small businesses or mid-sized businesses listening to us. We're in a game of attention. And the way to break through with attention is consistency, delivering the right message at the right time. And my encouragement to all of us, keep going forward, keep pressing ahead. And third, I'll just say from a very personal stance, the world is a very cruel, mean place, but we can always be a light to others and shine and smile and look at the other. Say, listen, good morning. I hope you're okay today. It's not about marketing, but just to make human connections and make the world a better place.